Oh my gosh. I don't know if anyone will join this. I don't know. I haven't done a live stream in a long time. I haven't made a video in a little bit. I've just been through a lot of stress and okay, I'm going to put my earbuds on because I'm sorry about that. I have to put my earbuds in because my son is in the bathroom and I'm not listening to what he's talking about. 15-year-old boys, you know. Ugh. But anyway, stress. Dealing with stress is not an easy thing, and I've been doing my best to deal with some very stressful situations, and it hasn't been easy, and it's been very hard. I've wanted to make some videos, but because of these situations, it's been making it hard for me to even be in the mindset to do so. And I need to figure out how to bring myself back to, you know, a wise mind and bring that stress level down. Um, because today I was at a doctor's appointment, which I want to make a video on because it's good news, but they did my blood pressure. And because I've been so stressed, it the top number was 153. That's the highest it's been in a while. And I was in some pain, but that was pretty high. That was high. Excuse me. And I explained to them the situations that have been stressing me out, and they understood why it was very high. So I was able to, so without going into too much detail, because I do want to make videos on it, I was unable to get in contact with um, someone, well, two people that I needed to get in contact about, and basically my patient's rights and my son's patient's rights have been being violated. And people keep telling me it's not their job, it's not their responsibility. They don't have to do anything. They're not getting the messages to the doctors that I need to talk to. So I started advocating for me and my son, and they do not like it. Not the doctors, but the people that have been impeding what I'm trying to get accomplished. And it has to do with our mental health. And what has been happening is not okay. And I'm sure you can tell by how I look, I am so stressed out. Not sleeping properly and all that stuff. So there's a lot going on in my life right now, and I'm trying to do the best that I can. And with all this stress, added stress, it's making it very hard. So I was able to talk to the two people that I needed to talk to. Um, but that aside, um, I'm still feeling very high anxiety and this feeling inside, of just tension and stress. So I need to do, the DBT skills that I have learned and, do a lot of breathing and meditation and work through my stress. And I know myself, my stress can last days, and sometimes it takes time for me to work through that. And I know that about myself. I have talked to many of you, and many of you have, given me feedback and said that, I am a very empathic person. And actually, my psychiatrist has also said that to me. And I do agree with that. I do take on other people's emotions, and I can feel other people's emotions and take them on as my own. And it's very hard when you're, sensitive in that way. So, but the good thing about a lot of this is that my boys, and when I say my boys, I mean my cat Shadow and my dog Henry J, they have been, and they're right here right now. They are by my side right now because they know that I need them emotionally. They help me to kind of like recycle that energy. So that's really good. Um, Gosh, look at my dark circles. One day that will be gone, hopefully. So, this is one of the, it's backwards to me. I hope it's forwards for you. But it's Premier Protein. It's got 30 grams of protein, 160 calories. It has 3 grams of fat, um, 5 grams of carbohydrates, and it has so many vitamins and nutrients. I don't know if you can see that. Will it focus? Uh, it's not focusing. Sorry. Um, I have an old crappy phone. So it's got a lot of vitamin A, vitamin E. It's got a lot of stuff in it. So these are the types of things that I've been trying to try out to see if I like. Um, and this one isn't bad. This helps me with my chocolate craving. It's better than, what I was doing. So that's good. But, you know, what's nice is I do have a friend um, that I can talk to, that I can go see, that does help, that I can talk through things with. And, she does help me to, she puts perspectives on things, helps me see things in a different way. She helps to ground me. Um, and, her friendship is very important to me. And, I'm glad that I do have that. And we're a very odd pair, but we're good friends. And I'm glad that I have that. And I'm glad that she is, that I can be there for her and she can be there for me. And she does help. Um, and she has helped me through this stressful time that I have been going through. And, the last time that I felt this kind of stress, where I felt completely out of control of everything, and I felt like people were taking advantage of the situation and abusing their power, was when my son, we had this in-home support system, and there was the person who was the boss was, you know, saying things to me like, your son is the way he is because of you. You're a bad mother. saying this stuff in front of my son, and my son was always angry all the time, and that was in 2012, 2013, um, and at that time, I ended up firing them and getting them out of my life because I couldn't do that. Um, and it was just very stressful because my son was being hurt, and I couldn't put up with that. And it reminds me of that level of stress that I dealt with back then. And but this time I am more aware of, what I want and what's good for me, what's good for my son, and I know how to advocate better and speak up, and that's a good thing. And I'm not ashamed of doing that. I'm not ashamed of what I have to do. All right, it sounds like my son is not making so much noise, so I'm going to take these off now. All right, here we go. It's just when he gets loud, sometimes he triggers my migraines. I don't mean that in a bad way. It just sometimes you get the pitch, it's like, but I think it's just because I'm just in a different phase of my life right now, and I can see things from a different point of view. I'm sure 10, 20 years from now, I'll see life differently as well, But I think I've had my full share of people thinking that they can walk all over me, treat me however they want, and face no consequence whatsoever. And I'm going to tell you, it takes a lot for someone, because I'm a pretty tough person. If you have followed my channel, then you know that I'm a mama bear, okay? You mess with my son, you mess with my family, you mess with anyone that I care about, I will like, you know what I mean? Like, I care about the people that I care about, and you don't mess with them. You mess with them, you mess with a piece of me, and I will stand up for the people that I care about. That's just how it is. Unless they tell me no, then I will hold back. But oh, sorry, that's my alarm going off. I don't know if you heard that. But I am a mama bear, and I decided that I have had enough. And I I did use my mama bear voice on somebody. And I didn't swear. I didn't, it was just firm. And, when your mother says something in a certain tone, or even your father, they say it in a certain way, in a certain tone, and they mean business. They're not messing around. That is exactly how I put it. And this person did not like it. And I think that I hurt this person's feelings. And that person took those feelings and then put them back onto me, projected them back onto me. And then I internalized those feelings. And that's why I was feeling so stressful. And also, I was dealing something with my son. I'll make a video on that, but I was dealing with something to do with my son at the same time. Um, and it just made it all the more stressful. And I've been doing a lot of praying and breathing, and I'm sorry if I do tear up. No, I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. My emotions are valid, and I'm not going to apologize for them. That's what, no, don't apologize for your feelings. Embrace them. That's right, embrace your feelings. But, I'm just dealing with a lot, and if you have been following me, then you know that I'm going to be having surgery in December for a breast reduction. And I'm trying to reduce my stress and try to get better sleep and, and all this stuff. And it's kind of been the opposite. So, but I'm not giving up, It's just right now it's a bump in the road, and I'm having a hard time, but that doesn't mean that I can't, make it through. That doesn't mean that there isn't a light at the end of the tunnel. One of these two is going, but then I looked over and they stopped. It doesn't mean that. Hello.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Hello.
Goodbye. Um, so that doesn't mean that you give up. It doesn't mean that you don't keep going. You always have to move forward no matter what comes your way. And it just feels like lately people have been throwing, fastballs at my face. and and it's just, okay, all right, so where do you go from here, type of thing. And how do you deal with it, and how do you do it so you don't go over the edge, because that's not what I want. I want to be able to handle what's coming at me, and to be okay in the end. So I always have to remember, this is a moment in time. It's not going to last forever. And eventually things will get better. Oh, that's my cat. It's probably just the way he's laying. Um, so, it's always a journey. It really is. Life is just a journey. You're always learning, you're always growing, you're always, figuring things out. And all you can do is put one foot in front of the other and just keep going, and, envision that goal, and just keep aiming for it. And that's what I am going to do. I have a long road, a long, hard road ahead of me, but it's my road, and it's going to be hard, but I'll make it. I will make it. I have the support of my family. I have the support of my friends. I have the support of my doctors. I hope I have your support, and the support of my animals. And, I will get through this. It's just been it's just been tough. And we all go through tough things. And sometimes it messes with your emotions, and especially when you are dealing with people who have mental illness, and it messes with your anxiety, your PTSD, and things like that. It's really hard. It really is. And it's just one of those things you gotta really you gotta find that inner strength in yourself and pull it out, even when you think that there isn't any. It is in there. It's always in there. You know, a lot of it is mental, and you just gotta find it and do it, even if it's scary. Feel the fear and then do it anyway. You know. I know this isn't like a very happy live stream, but I just felt that, if anyone's ever felt the way that I'm feeling right now, or been through a situation, whatever it is that has caused you tremendous stress, or people have violated you in some way where it's caused you tremendous stress, I just want you to know that you're not the only one that's ever felt like that, and things will get better. You just have to believe in yourself, and you just have to, keep going, because that's all you can do. It's all any of us can do. Life is hard. It really is. You don't realize that when you're just a little kid playing on your swing set. You don't know. You don't know how hard it really is until you actually live it. But, that's part of life. Life is hard, but it also comes with really great rewards too. And that is what motivates me. What also motivates me is, I have a son, and I want to show him by my actions, not just by my words, but by my actions, that when you want to do something, that you can do it, even if you're scared, even if people judge you, because no matter what you do in life, people are going to judge you. But what really matters is how you feel about yourself inside. And every day I work on how I feel about myself inside. And I want him to mirror that so he can feel good about himself too. And take that with him into adulthood and into manhood, and into the rest of his life. So I'm trying my best to show him, how to be a good person and how to deal with things. And, if he has problems, don't hold them in. Talk to somebody about it. It doesn't have to be everything, because I understand that he doesn't like to share all of his emotions, and that's okay. I told him that's all right. I said, but if you can pick a topic that you don't necessarily like to talk about, and I said, you can say, okay, this topic that I don't like to talk about, this topic makes me feel these kind of emotions, but that's all I want to say about it right now. And we can revisit it another time, And I said, and as you say little by little about things, over time, when you say and open up about things, it gets easier to talk about it, but it's baby steps. I said, I've been where you are, honey, and it is hard. It's hard to be a teenager, it's hard to be an adult, it's hard to be
any age, really, when you think about it, you know. I mean, some ages are easier than others, but, you know, I just want to be a good role model for him, and I want him to be proud of me. And I want to be proud of myself. And I am proud of myself because I am doing things that in the past I don't think I would have done. So I'm proud. These are happy tears, if you're wondering. I'm happy because I'm talking about something that makes me happy. My son makes me happy. But I do want to be a good role model for him and show him, you know, the best way that I can to be the best person that he can be. I know he has a long way to go, you know, and I still have a long way to go, but like I said, every day it's just one step at a time. Sometimes it's one breath at a time, you know, and you just got to keep going. Even when you're stressed, even when you feel bad, you know, you just got to keep going and believe in yourself. So that's what I'm trying to do. But I've just, you know, I had a really bad week, and my emotions were through the roof, probably to the stratosphere, and it was really hard because I wanted to make videos on things and I just was not able to. So, and that part did upset me. I was upset by that because I had planned to talk about some things and I was so stressed that I was unable to focus on what I needed to do. It threw out, you know, things got thrown off. I had to, you know, change some things up, and it just wasn't, you know, sometimes life doesn't go as you plan. You have to learn to roll with the punches, and, you know, it is what it is. But I had a good conversation with somebody tonight, and hopefully moving forward things will be better, and I will talk about all this stuff in an actual video in more detail about what it is. I just, you know, like I said, right now I'm just talking through my stress and all that stuff. So just to kind of get it out there, put it out there, and get it out of me. So, whew. I know I try to figure this out. I've been saying all year that I hope I get a computer for Christmas. That would be kind of, you know, awesome. But, you know, if I don't, it's okay. You know, it would make things, you know, a little bit easier for me because I have to do everything over my phone. And I wouldn't mind having like just a, you know, little laptop or something. I'm going for SSDI again. I have a lawyer this time, just like 5 years ago. Oh, what happened 5 years ago? Did it work out or did it not? Do you mind me asking? If you mind me asking. Are you going are you going for physical or mental health or both? Yeah, I mean, going for SSI or SSDI, it can be very daunting to do that. I always suggest to people find a company that has lawyers that do that, because they want it written a certain way, and if you don't have the right verbiage done correctly, they will just deny you, and it's so ridiculous. You don't remember? That's how I found you, mental health. I'm so sorry. I've had a very long week. I'm sorry. I do remember you now. I'm sorry. I apologize. If don't come for me. I'm sorry. There's been a few people who have asked me about SSI and where to go, because I went through my learned disability. Um, there's been I want to say at least 5 people who have asked me. So I'm not trying to be rude or disrespectful. I tried SSI only and lost. I lost this time too for SSI. Do you think you might get the SSDI? What does your lawyer think? Because sometimes you have to like keep trying. Because sometimes what they do is they will automatically reject people, and then you have to keep applying like a few times, and then they will accept you. Why they do that, I don't know. It's it's like a game or something. I don't know. It's ridiculous. Maybe. Well, if he's taking on your case, then, or she, if they're taking on your case, then they probably think you have a shot. So, good luck to you. I hope you get it. If you don't, keep trying, never give up. Never, ever give up. If you have a goal, keep trying, okay? That is what I always say. You have to never give up hope and always keep trying for what you want. Because life is hard, and sometimes people put up roadblocks, and you just gotta kind of jump over their hurdles. Show them what you're made of, so to speak. And some people are luckier than others. Oh, you're welcome. I know it's been a long time since I've done a live stream, so if I forget who you are, I'm sorry. I don't mean to. Um, I am on topiramate, and topiramate can mess with your what do you call it? Your cognitive functioning. So I'm not, if I forget things, I do apologize. It's nothing personal. I forget things about myself all the time. I have to write things down. I have to, if I don't write it down, I will forget. That's why when I when I was a kid, my friends loved to tell me secrets, because I would forget them, because mostly I didn't care. I didn't care about their secrets. They'd be like, I have a crush on so and so. I'm like, okay. And an hour later, they'd be like, do you remember what I told you? I'm like, no. They'd be like, good. I have no idea what that is, but that looks not okay. Webcam HD, and the best girls in the, I don't even know what that is. Let's not deal with any of that. That seems like it could be a virus. Let's not even deal with that. Nope. Nope. So you gotta pick and choose your battles. So I have a question for the 3 people who are here. Thank you for being here. Would you say that my face looks a little narrower. I mean, because I have been weighing myself. I wasn't sure like if I should, when I wanted to like say what I weighed, because I was gonna think about that, but then all this stuff happened, and um I have lost some weight, so I was just wondering if you can tell it all in my face. I mean, I think I can see a little bit of it, but I was just wondering, you know. It's okay if you say no, I won't be hurt by it. Opinions are valid from everybody, so I'm just curious. Oh, my cat, he's so sweet. I know I love you so much. He gives me his belly. I'm the only one that can rub his belly. I am the only one. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I mean, I always think of you guys as my extended family. I mean, you guys live in different parts of the world, different parts of the United States. Um, but at least we can come together here, you know, whether it's a regular video or a live stream. You guys are family to me, and I do care about you, and you know, I do appreciate, you guys, following my channel and all that. I know I'm not a big channel or anything, but there's been many people who have found a video on whatever it is and thanked me for making that video. I'm sorry I keep looking away. I'm rubbing my cat's belly. It's helping me feel better. It's one of my coping mechanisms. That's why I love animals, because they help me to feel better. you know it's one of my things. That's just what I do. I know is oh, it's making you excited. I'm sorry. I will stop. Sometimes I make him excited. I don't mean to. I just rub his belly, and then suddenly he goes, "You gotta stop, Ma. You gotta stop." So yeah. um mm. So what do you think about me having this breast reduction on December 10th? I'm getting nervous. I mean, I've had 2 surgeries before, and both of them I was nervous for. And I know what the recovery is like from having back surgery. It's hard, but I made it through. I've had a baby. That was painful, thank God, but I made it through. Um, but this will hopefully relieve a lot of pain in my back and my shoulders. Maybe it'll help even to, reduce or even get rid of my migraines. I've heard that before. Um, and in my lower back as well to reduce, because like I'm sure you can tell, like my shoulders are like pulling me forward. I'm trying to sit back, but the weight pulls, gravity. Gravity wins. It really does. I try to sit up straight, but it pulls. Like right now, it's pulling, and I can feel it, and it hurts. Um, I know that there's going to be swelling. I know that, I have a long road ahead of me, but, you know, in the long run, um, I'm o- I think I'm okay with having this procedure done, because I know that there's like an emphasis in our culture for girls and women to have like these large boobs, but when you have naturally large boobs like me, um, they're not the fake ones where they're like up here, okay? You get them redone and that's not how it is. It's gravity, okay? They're down, they're pulling, it hurts, they're big, they're heavy, okay? Um, and I'll be honest with you, I'm a J cup. That's big, okay? Um, and sorry, I'm just moving my legs. You are on pillows, guys. That's my stand. Pillows. All right. Um, and it's a lot of weight to carry. And I mean, imagine taking bowling balls, putting on a bra, any kind of bra, and putting those bowling balls in there. Okay? Like the big bowling balls. And then you have to walk around like that all day. And at night, you cannot take, like fellas, you cannot take these bras off. You have to keep them on because they're representing your chest. All right? Because at night, you can't take them off. You have to, that's every single day. And I also have sloping because when I got my milk, when I was pregnant, I got so much milk that it pulled down my breasts even farther than they were. And I didn't know what that was. I didn't even know that's what my breasts were doing. And when I found out that sloping means that it can't go back. I mean, I can do all the exercising I want. I can lose all the weight I want, but it will never come back up to where I want it to be. And there's just too much weight. It really kind of reiterated to me that making this choice, is good for me. And this is not cosmetic. I'm not looking, I'm okay that there's going to be scars and things like that. I just want to feel better. I want to be able to move better, and breathe better, and not have so much pain. And the research that I've done, for the most part, when it comes to it being done for medical reasons, everyone has been happy. There's been some exceptions, but these people had some complications. And then some people didn't get it done in the US. And I don't know if I would go out of the country to get it done necessarily. Because you want to get it done by a reputable person. That's the thing. Any kind of surgery, you want to get it done by somebody who's licensed and accredited and all that stuff. So whenever you get a surgery, I don't care what it's for, make sure your doctor is a real doctor, has their certifications, and they know what they're doing, and all that stuff. Because if you're paying out of pocket for something, and you go out of the country and it's like thousands of dollars less, don't do it. Seriously, don't do it. It may ruin your life. It's worth it to save up that extra money, even if you have to wait a couple more years, but to save up that extra money and have it done by somebody reputable. It really is worth the wait, because you don't want to have, something wrong with you for the rest of your life and then regret what you did. So, but I think I'll be okay, you know. It's not out of the country or anything, but yeah, the research that I've done, the reading that I've done, I've listened to a lot of surgeons who have performed this, people who have had it done, and they all were very happy with the results, especially, I mean, not because it's a process, and like basically the real result is about a year out is when you get like your real results. um you know because you have, at first you're going to be real swollen and it has to heal, and then it's slowly it will you know take its form, and it'll be smaller and all that stuff. Good evening, Ashley. How are you? So, I think I'm making the right decision, and only time will tell, but I'm just I don't have a bad feeling, so I think I'm doing the right thing. Yeah, I'm good. How are you? Are you talking about your breast reduction? Yeah, I was talking about how if you get a breast reduction or any kind of surgery, just to make sure that when you do get them, especially if you pay out of pocket or you go out of the country, to make sure that you go to a reputable doctor and do your research beforehand, because I was doing research on both the breast reduction and also like weight loss surgery, and some people had, I mean, most people were satisfied with what they did, but there were some people who they didn't have insurance, and they went out of the country to have it done, and they paid thousands of dollars less, but they regretted their decision to go out of the country and have it done because the people were not certified to do what they were supposed to do. And I think it's best, even though it's going to cost you more money and maybe take a few more years to save up that money, it's worth waiting the extra years to get the results you actually want and you will be happy with. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit nervous about getting that done, but I think that I'm making the right decision. I think it will be good for me to get this weight off of me, because, as I said, I am a J cup, and let me go back here. I had weight loss surgery in 2015. I had gastric bypass. I just had now I'm going to try to pronounce this. Laugh at me if you like, because I will laugh at me. Paniculectomy and tummy tuck in April. I will also be going for my breast reduction here soon. You are so strong. Oh, thank you. I'm trying to be. I have had one stressful week, and I said at the beginning of this, I, I I am a strong person, and it takes a lot to get me to cry. Um, at least for somebody else to get me to cry, for sure. Sometimes I make myself cry, but for somebody else to get me to cry, you got to really tick some boxes. And there was somebody who got to me, and they made me cry. And I will make a video, like I said to everybody, I will make a video on this, Um, but I just had this very stressful week, and I was like talking through my feelings, and I'm feeling a lot better, now that I've, talked through some things, and, it's not as bad now. Stress can really wreak havoc on your body and your emotions and your mind and everything, and I'm trying to, help myself through that. It's just been real hard lately. So, I mean, you can probably see it all over my face. I mean, I know the color's starting to come back, but like I got these dark circles. I haven't been sleeping, and I haven't been sleeping well. I have gotten some sleep, but I haven't been sleeping well. And ugh, whew, one day at a time, one breath at a time. Mm. But yeah, um I will say this about the breast reduction. Um I will put this in the video too when I make it, but I am having a huge problem finding, because uh what they like what they want me to have is to have a bra the size that I am now for after the surgery, because I'm going to be swollen, and I'll have like the surgical bra, right? Excuse me. Oh, wow, that's what happens when you eat a lot of vegetables. um, and I have been looking everywhere online for my size in the front opening like they want. Because of course you can't move your arms, after you have the surgery real high and everything. And I cannot find what I need in my size. So, and I've been looking since July, but everyone complained that they wanted $15-16 an hour, and then they got it, and now nobody wants to work. It's like, okay, so the part, inflation happened, so everything costs everything, but now nobody wants to work. Figure out that logic. I don't know. I'm not even going to try to figure that out. But because of that, they're not making stuff in my size, or they're just making very few of it, and so it goes super fast. And I can't get it. I have been looking, and they had called me, and thank God they had, because I had asked them about like what would I need for after the surgery, because I thought that, I didn't realize I was going to swell up. I hadn't thought of that. I'm like, oh, when she said it, I'm like, oh yeah, that makes sense. I'll swell up, right? And she's like, no, you're gonna need the size, because you're gonna swell up. And I'm like, oh, but I've been looking, and I can't find a bra. I found one bra, but it wasn't the kind of bra that clasped in the front, it clasped in the back. And it was only because like the bras that I have do not fit me, they hurt me, and they're falling apart. And they're from like 3 or 4 years ago. I mean, they're old. And as soon as I saw it, I ordered it, and it's very close to the size around. And luckily, it is the cup size, but it's not the kind that I need for this. And I said, well, that's the only one I could find. So luckily, um, they called me back, and they said that they have a person that if I call this person, I can make an appointment, go down there, get measured. They will send the measurements over to them, and then they can make the extra bras that I will need for after the surgery as on top of the surgical bra, and they will pay for I was like, oh my God, are you serious? I was like, I couldn't believe that that's what I was hearing. I was like, wow. I'm like, somebody must be watching over me. You know what I mean? Like my grandmother said when she died, she would watch over me and she would help me whenever she could. And you know what? I think she is. I think she is. I do believe in that stuff. I mean, I do. You don't have to. I do. And I think she's watching over me and she's helping me because that is um, like I can't even believe that. That's that's amazing. So I said yes and I took down the information and tomorrow I'm going to call that lady and I am going to make an appointment to do that. So I mean that is so helpful. That is so helpful and so kind. I mean there is kindness in the world. There are kind people. There is kindness out there. So I'm just so grateful for that. I really am. So that's that part of that story that I'm giving up. So, but it's you know that is a little stress to me. I'm more like, okay, well, I'm gonna keep looking. I'm gonna do the best I can, and hopefully it works out. And that's what I put out in the universe, and it came back with positivity. So I'm just gonna be grateful for that. So, but I'm still going to look either way. I'm not going to give up on that because hopefully I can find something. Um, but wow, I can't believe that. That's amazing. That's amazing. Um, wow. And that kind of stuff helped with like de-stressing me because like getting good news and hearing like positive things, that helps. Because like I was saying earlier, a lot of it is up here. A lot of it is telling yourself, yes, I'm in a stressful situation, but I can make choices that will help me to make things better, or I can do things that'll help me to make things worse. And in the past, I would make choices that would make things worse. And I'm learning to make better choices. And it's a journey. It's life. It's trial and error. And you make mistakes and then you learn from them. And hopefully you learn for the better. So I feel like I got a little angel watching over me, or my grandmother. Somebody's watching over me. Me and my son and my family. I'm always saying a prayer, and you know, I've been praying a lot more to God. If you don't believe in this, this is okay. This is just me, um, and trying to have more of a relationship with God. And I feel like that's been beneficial for me personally. Uh, I feel like the more that I have a relationship and talk to God, the more that I see things happening. People might say that's a coincidence, but I don't believe in coincidences. I think things happen for a reason, and everything is a learning experience. Hey, Henry. Hey, you looking at me? You want to come say hi? Henry, come say hi. Come here. He's like, no, I don't want to say hi. Sometimes he likes to come say hi. He's like, no, I'm going to sulk over here. Oh my goodness. And today when I was at my appointment, um, the nurse, I mean, I don't know what her title was, but the person you see before the doctor, she had gastric bypass surgery as well. She's what's that abbreviation? The RY something. See, I've just started on this journey, so I don't know all the terminology, but she had that one, and she said her friend had the sleeve. And, you know, looking at her, I would have never guessed that she had had the gastric bypass surgery. She didn't look to me like she had ever been overweight, but she showed me a picture of her before and then of her after, and she looked like two different people. I mean, she was beautiful before, okay, but I'm just saying, like, she looked like two separate people. It was amazing. I was like, wow. I'm like, that's amazing. But, you know, she let me know it is, you know, the journey to get there, and doing all the stuff you need to do. It is a long, hard road, you know, and I do know that, you know. I don't know if any of you, do you believe in palmistry? I'm just curious, like life, love lines, things like that. Do you guys have ever done that before, or looked at it, or anything like that? Yay, nay, maybe, yes, no, maybe so. It's okay if you haven't. I'm just curious. Oh, you look fine, but you do need to get your rest. Yeah, amen, sister. Have you checked Amazon? No, I have not checked in. That's a good place to go. I've been checking like stores for larger women, if that does that make sense to you? I will keep an eye out for you. Oh, thank you, Ashley. Thank you so much. What will your new size be? Well, they said that they will bring it down about 9 cup sizes, and I'm a J cup. So she says she's going to try to get me as close to a D as possible. So we'll see what happens. Not to be weird or sound like a perv. I know it's your body and you feel how you feel, but your body is beautiful. You don't sound like a perv. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Thank you. Drew, is that the third? Drew the third? Or is that ill? I'm not sure. Thank you very much. Thank you for saying that. That's very kind of you. I am, to be honest with you, I am morbidly obese, and I weigh over 300 pounds, and I have type 2 diabetes. So I do not want to put myself in any more danger of developing cancer, heart disease, things like that. And I've tried to lose weight for the past 15 years, and that's since I've had my son. And the closest I've gotten, the lowest weight that I have gotten down to is 210. And that's it. And my pre-pregnancy weight, I was 160. So, I would love to be 160 again. I mean, everyone used to call me fat back then, but I look at myself in pictures back then and I don't feel like I was fat. I have a bigger body frame. It's a family trait. We have like you can see I have broad shoulders. Okay, I got broad shoulders going on. Okay, with or without the weight, I got broad shoulders. It's a family trait. We have, you know, bigger bodies. That didn't necessarily make us fat, but you know, my grandmother was overweight, and you know, she had diabetes, and you know, she didn't die of that. She died of cancer, but I saw her not take care of herself, and I always wanted her to take care of herself. And she didn't. And I promised myself that I would never let myself get to a point where I would be the way that I am. And now I am. And now I have to do something about that. And that's just my choice. And I it's something that I thought a lot about. It wasn't an easy decision. It wasn't a split decision. Um, it was something that I thought a lot about before I made the decision to before I asked my doctor about it. And let me tell you, it was years. So um, I it wasn't with you're like, oh, on a whim. It wasn't like that at all. I took a lot into consideration, and I tried doing it on my own um, for a long time, and I found I personally have a hard time with that. I am not able to lose the weight that I need to be healthy. And my grandmother had 5 heart attacks, and I don't want to have any heart attacks if I can help that. So, and I also, like I said before, I want to be a role model to my son as well. And I want to be around for him. I want to see him, whatever it is that he does in his life, I want to be around to see it for as long as I possibly can. So, um, a lot of factors went into the decisions that I've made, you know. Um, so, but thank you very much. I do appreciate the compliment. I think that no matter what weight I am, you know, um, I think inside who I am, that I'll always be. I'll always be me. I'll always be me, guys. I'm not, I don't think that's going to change. I mean, maybe there'll be a bit more confidence. Maybe there'll be more energy, that kind of stuff. But I think I'll always be me. I don't think that's ever going to go away. Your personality is your personality. So, yeah, I think I'm making the right decisions, you know. And, you know, when you make choices in life, there's always that, am I making the right choice? But I think when you make choices, you have to weigh the benefits against the risks. The pros and cons. Um, and also, how is this going to affect your health, your life, your family? It's not just about me. I have a son, and he needs me, and I need to do what I need to do for me, but I also need to be here for him, and I want to be here for him, and I've always said I would love to live to be 100 years old. Now, will that happen? I have no idea, but I want to live, a decent life, you know, die at a respectable age. I don't want to die at 50, 60. I want to live into old age if I can. You know, I know a lot of people don't want to get old, but I do. I do. It's a weird thing to say. But it's true. It's true. I always thought it would be cool to live 100 years. That's an interesting thought. Imagine the things that you will experience in 100 years of your life. Wow. But yeah, I mean, I wanna be able to do other things too. I want to be able to be active, more active, you know, um, because I it's not just about having surgery. It's not just about that, you know. It's also about a way of life. It's also about eating healthy, learning how to eat right, learning how to substantiate my body in the right way. So, you know, and I've actually done very well. I keep a food journal. You know, I've been eating, let's say I eat breakfast, then I eat a snack, and then I eat lunch, and then I eat a snack, and then I eat dinner. Is that right? Oh, it's way over there. Trying to think if that's correct. Breakfast, snack, lunch, snack, dinner. That's 5 times. I feel like I eat 6 times a day though. I feel like I'm missing something. Am I doing it wrong? Well, anyway, however I do it, I write it in my food journal. It's over there. Um, and sometimes I know what the calories and carbs are and proteins, and sometimes I don't. Like with vegetables, sometimes I'm not sure. I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what the total is. I don't know. But you know, it's definitely made, you know, one thing that I like is that my blood sugars have been low. That's a good thing. They're low. They're not high. They're low. So that's good. I am so happy about that. Um, you know, it's good. That's good. Monitoring that every day, knowing what they are, um, and seeing that change, you know, in such a short amount of time, just by changing what I'm eating. Um, you know, it's amazing. But I will say it is hard too, because like the other day, Friday was it? Brought my son to an appointment, and after I went in and I talked to the person, and I came back out, they had gotten food. My son had a hot dog, and my mom had like what is it? What are they called? Um, oh, those chips that are salt and vinegar chips. So I get in the car. Well, actually, before I get in the car, my son is standing outside the car and goes, "Look, Ma, I have a hot dog." And I'm like, good for you. I'm glad you got your hot dog, you know. So I get in the car and I'm prepared that he's got the hot dog. But then I sit in the car and I smell those chips. And my mom had one of those small bag of chips, okay, on the dash, open, and of course I smell the salt, the sodium. And my brain is going, oh, you smell sodium. You haven't had sodium. And I'm just like, and my mouth starts to water because it's so close to me, right? And I'm just like, Mom, I'm not trying to be rude, but is it okay if you close that bag since you're driving? And she goes, oh, yeah. And she closes it. And, I had water with me. And so I took the water and I started taking little sips of the water. And then I just kind of put my earbuds in. And once we got away from where we were, because there's like no reception, I started listening to music or whatever it was that I was listening to, take my mind away from it. And that was helpful, but that's like a temptation, like on The Biggest Loser, how they had like all those temptations. And, like Bob Harper would say, you play, you pay, right? So I I understand that in the real world, there are temptations. And it's just a matter of you see those temptations, you smell those temptations, your body might crave those temptations. But it's a matter of making the choice not to give into those temptations and making a different choice, and sometimes it's mental, it's like I may have to walk away from something, so it's gonna be a long road. It's gonna that Hey, stop it. Stop doing that, okay? You keep scratching the door. Look at the door. Seriously. Hold on. Wait, which one does it? Is it this one? Hold on a second. Okay. Can you see that door? Yeah, you, Henry. Okay. You see that door right there? You see all those scratch marks? That's from this guy. That's from Henry J. Yeah, he does that all the time. He's like, one, shh, shh, shh. Yeah, stop doing that. He wants to go out, but I'm comfortable. Like, I'm sitting, I'm comfortable, I'm chilling, I'm in a better mood now. I still look like I'm really tired, but that's okay. I think a lot of it too is, you get a lot of people that come on and they put a lot of makeup on and they hide all this. Me, I'm just like, here you go. A lot of it is that. I'm just like, I'm not wearing no makeup, a lot of it does come down to that. I am a very natural type of person in that way. I'm not saying I don't ever wear makeup. I do have makeup. Trust me, I do. I'm a girl. But I don't always wear it, you know. But I do have makeup and I have earrings and I'm, I can do that. But yeah. So yeah, it's just I'm glad I did this live stream because I started out so stressed and now I'm feeling so much better. I really am. I mean, I still feel a little bit of that stuff, but I think like if I take a shower, and I just kind of like wash that stuff away, maybe I can get a good night's sleep tonight because I have physical therapy tomorrow, and, just keep plugging along like I'm doing, and just keep being grateful for the stuff that I I'm receiving, and just keep doing what I need to do, everything's going to fall into place, because I never thought that this is where I'd be at this stage in my life. Um, wow. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. This has definitely been an interesting live stream. um, Now, something that I did hear from some people that did go through with weight loss surgery is that I guess they received some negative um, feedback from people that, um, they thought that they copped out, that they took the easy way out and things like that. And hold on, I need a drink. My thought about that is when I was younger, I used to think that way about myself, not about anybody else that ever did weight loss surgery. I only thought that about myself. I felt that if I couldn't do it on my own, then I wasn't worthy, excuse me, to lose the weight by my means or by any other means, whether it was surgery or having a personal trainer or going to the gym or anything. I felt that if I couldn't do it, then I wasn't worthy. And a lot of that is, depression and negative self-talk and all that stuff. And that's where DBT has really helped me. It's taught me that, you have to do things that are best for you. And I've realized now that, I need help, and it's okay. Stop it. Stop whining. Seriously. You're not a baby. You're 6 years old. Jeez. He is. He's 6 years old. He still acts like he's a little 6-month-old puppy. I forgot what I was saying. See, you interrupted my train of thought. Kids. Okay, so I used to feel that it was copping out. Oh, sorry. For myself, but I realized that I need help, and it's okay to ask for help when you need it. I'm always telling people, if you need help, then ask for it. I'm always telling my son, if he needs help, to ask for it. But I wasn't taking my own advice because I was afraid. And part of me felt that I didn't deserve to be a healthier person, to be a better version of myself. And part of it too is that I heard a long time ago from somebody that sometimes when you go through a trauma, I'm sorry, hold on guys, I do apologize for this. Please don't judge me. Ugh. I am so sorry. I have asthma, and this time of year, sometimes my lungs get phlegm and it comes up. And that's what happened. I'm sorry. that's life. That's how it works. So what was I saying? I keep getting I keep getting off track. Oh boy. And the bipolar is here. I forgot what I was saying. Oh my. I'll remember in a minute. I think I'm just getting tired. I think that's what it is. I've had a long day, a long week. It's just been one of those things. Oh, right. Okay. So, when you have been through trauma and the trauma is sexual abuse, sometimes, oh, hey, how are you? It's been so long. Hey, hey, hey. So, sometimes what can happen, and it's subconscious. You're not necessarily aware that you're doing this, um, but you can use your weight as a barrier, um, because when I was younger, I was not overweight. Um, I had a hourglass figure, um, and I looked pretty okay, if I don't say so myself. I mean, back then I didn't think so because I got bullied a lot, but looking back on it, I realized I was okay. I didn't look that bad. Um, but people were always on me, and when that thing happened with my uncle, and there's a video on that, if you care to watch that, if you have not seen that, it's one of my early videos. Um, but you'll find it. It's Sexual Abuse, My Story, I think it's called. Um, I think that subconsciously I may have put on some weight because I looked a certain way. And then somebody who was in my family, who was supposed to protect me from people who do that to you, did that to me. So sometimes that can cause you to maybe gain weight as a coping mechanism to ward off anybody from wanting to touch you or be attracted to you. But the problem with that logic, and you don't know it inside at the time because that's not how you're thinking, because you're thinking irrationally, is that there are people who like big people. And there's nothing wrong with that, but you're not thinking somebody's going to like somebody who's on the larger side. You're thinking people are going to think I'm gross and disgusting and they're not going to want to touch me, so I will never be hurt in that way again. But it's all subconscious. And I heard that from somebody one time on YouTube. It was a video or a documentary or something. I don't remember. It was a long time ago, but I remember that. And I thought, what if that was part of it? And I never realized it. Some of it was I had a baby. Some of it was I was on, oh, what's that medicine? Some people love it, but me, I did not. It was, oh God, what's that medicine? Quetiapine. Quetiapine. It has another name, but quetiapine. That medicine made me gain 80 to 90 pounds, or give or take, in 4 months. And the doctor said, you need to choose between your mental health and your physical health. And I said, well, you know what, doc? I'm choosing my full health, and you're fired, and I'm not taking this medicine anymore. No, I dropped some. Yes, Seroquel. Yes, Seroquel. Now, some people do well on Seroquel. I'm not saying don't take it. I'm just saying for me, it was a horrible medication. No. No way. I will never take that medicine ever again as long as I live. Oh, excuse me. But if it works for you, take it. But for me, it made me gain 80 to 90 pounds in 4 months. And the doctor's like, you need to choose between your mental health and your physical health. What? Are you serious? Are you serious? Did you just seriously say that to me? Oh, yes, he did say that to me. And I was like, yeah, you need to go. Henry, stop it. Get on the bed. Get on the bed. Do you want to come say hi? Come here. Come here. Come say hi to everybody. Come here. Come say hi. Come here. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Come here. Don't be don't be shy. There's Henry. Say hi to Henry. Say hi, Henry. Say hi. This is the fella that helps me so much. He's such a good boy. Him and I are on this spiritual journey together. Oh yes. He takes care of me. He does. He's such a good boy. Yes, you are. Oh, he is. Oh. Let me put this up. Oh, you're off of it? Yeah. Not for you. Did you gain weight on it too, or did you have other side effects? I'm always curious of other people's side effects, whether they're good or bad. I mean, I guess a side effect is a bad effect, but because if it works, then I guess it's not a side effect. I'm tired. You can tell. Woo. You such a good boy. You can put your head over here. It's okay. Look at him. He's being shy. Being shy. I'm shy. Isn't he adorable? I love this guy so much. And I've been on a few medications over the years, and right now, I'm with a psychiatrist that I absolutely love, and I think that she's really good for me, and she agrees with how I do things as far as changing up medications. We don't just change 5 medications at a time or something like that. It's like one at a time, and we discuss it first. We don't just suddenly change something. We discuss it and why it may be changed, and what the side effects may be, and all that kind of stuff. And if there's any, if anything happens, let her know, and stuff like that. So it's not the same relationship that I had with that first or second doctor, or whatever, however many it's been. I don't know. It's been a few over the years, but I mean, I couldn't believe that you have to choose. No, I do not have to choose. I mean, my choice surprised him. I'm like, I choose me and I fire you. He was like, he did not expect that. It was funny. Too bad we can't do a live feed together at the same time. Yeah, that would be cool. So you gained weight, hand tremors. So strong. You're so strong, so strong. You're so strong. Yes, you know what? We all are strong. We all definitely have strength inside of us. We just have to find it and not be afraid to use it, but like in an appropriate way. Check my Instagram. check my Instagram. You know, I do have a... Is it over here? Are you on it? My dog has it. Look, I have a cracked phone right here. Look, my reflection. Ha! Look at that. Let's see. I'll try and check my Instagram. You know, it's weird. Looking at Instagram on my phone is not the same as I'm sure as it is looking on it on a computer, because I've seen people do things on their computer and it looks so much different. I'm just like, no wonder I sometimes have a hard time figuring it out. So that's why I'm not always on Instagram. I try. I do. I try. Oh. Hey, are you guys on the Free Britney Spears train? Because I am. I am. You know, I was I remember when I first heard when I first heard baby hit me baby one more time. When I first heard it on the radio, oh my god. I've been a fan ever since, and I'm trying to figure this out. Did you send me a message? Is that what it is? I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure it out. I think I figured it out. Okay. All right. So soon she's free. Yeah. I mean, there's just like the stuff that I've been watching that channel Sloan. I don't know if you've watched that channel. And some other channels, but like a lot, that one a lot. He's so funny. But like there's just been like a lot of information that's come out about the family, and I got to be honest with you, you know, I mean, I don't believe that Jamie Lynn is necessarily a victim. I mean, I just I know that when somebody says, "Okay, I've been a victim of something," that we should hear them out, but I I mean, just her behavior, I don't, you know, and the stuff that came out about her family, and then when her family members started talking and saying what happened, you know, I'm just like, I mean, I can't it's hard for me to even get words out about this. I've wanted to talk about this for a while, but I've been debating on what I've wanted to say. But I definitely think that this woman deserves to live her life however she sees fit, with her money, with her kids, and everyone else can go F themselves for all the that's kind of how I feel right now. You know, I'm kind of 100% team Britney, and I don't think she's making any of this stuff up. I mean, this is the kind of stuff that you don't make up. You know, she was forced into this life. When you actually listen to her, how she got into this, her mother pushed her into it. She can't remember doing anything else. That's because her mother did it, like, since she was like 3. When you're 3, you really don't have formed memories. You might have blips of memories, but you don't necessarily have 100% intact memories. I mean, you might have some, depending on, I'm sorry, guys. It's just my neck. That's the stress. Oh my gosh. But, I mean, it's just the way that everybody is acting. I mean, think about it. Okay, we all deal with mental illness. Okay, are any of us in conservatorships? I'm not. Are you? Uh, I mean, you have to have a serious, like that type of stuff. I mean, mm, I mean, I think that she did a real good job picking her lawyer. You know, I think that's why at first there was just like not a lot of information that was brought out, because I think that she was finally able to talk to him and say, here's everything. And he went, ah, okay, let's dig, let's get this, let's do this, and let's play this for the way that we need to do it to get you what you need so you can live your life, and, that paparazzi guy that said she needed us as much as we needed her. Well, whatever. No, 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 that is not true. You needed her because all she does is perform, and you take pictures and you get up in her face, and I mean, you drove her crazy for real. I mean, like, back off of these people. I know that they are celebrities, but they are also human beings. And, if you want to be somebody that has dignity, go be a real journalist or something, if that even exists anymore. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Oh my God. Oh. Don't judge me. Do not judge. Stop looking at me. Stop it. He's judging me. I mean, she has been confined to doing, you either do this or you can't see your kids. You either do this or whatever, and I believe what she has said. And I just think that this is ridiculous what has happened to her, and for her father to have treated her the way that he has, and frankly, her entire family. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to see that she lives in a toxic, narcissistic family, and she is definitely the person that they keep, it's like, keep dancing, monkey, keep dancing and making us money. So when she decided, I'm done, good for her. Good for her. Stand up for yourself. That's right. And if she doesn't ever make music again, that's her choice. She's allowed to do whatever she chooses. She's a grown woman. I mean, she's like 39 years old. She's going to be 40 in December. I mean, how old does this woman have to be to make her own choices? I mean, and I just thought it was hilarious about her sister's book. The charity's like, we're declining your money. That's gotta hurt. Well, I mean, you have never been supportive of your sister. You've never been there for her. You've used her stuff. I mean, it just, it's unreal. It's unreal. It's unreal. But I think that, you know, I think that if she keeps going the way that she is, you know, she's going to crush everybody. And I do think that she should continue on this path that she's on. And if she wants to, you know, bring lawsuits or criminal charges, if that's possible, if that's what she wants to do, I support her, because what has been done to her is not okay. And even if it is your family, sometimes you have to do what you need to do to show people that you mean business and that you're not going to take their crap no more. You're not going to do it. You're not going to let people treat you that way anymore. And I got to be honest with you. I didn't realize that Jamie Lynn Spears was even famous. The only reason I even knew about her was back when I was in college, at the very beginning of my career in college, and I found out that her sister was pregnant at 16. That's the only time I had ever heard of her sister. I didn't even know she sang. I didn't know she was in like a show or something. I had no idea, because she's not that famous. But she's famous. Well, I mean, she's like infamous now. I wouldn't say she's famous. I'd say she's infamous. Those are two totally different words. I mean, Ted Bundy's infamous. I think Jamie Lynn's on that list. Britney Spears is famous. You know, she's a great dancer. She's a great singer. You know, she's worked her butt off her entire life, and she deserves to, you know, have whatever she wants to have. And if she wants to live, you know, a peaceful life with her kids and just be a mom and do that, then that's what she should be able to do. You know? Don't you think, honey? He says, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. He thinks so too. Henry thinks so too. Well, I wish her the best of luck. I really do. I mean, I think she's been telling us for years in her music videos. I mean, like, I've been like, you know, listening to her lyrics. I'm just like, wow, like, you can, I'm like, does her family not hear the lyrics in her videos? I mean, in her music, do they not hear it? Do they not see the videos? Like, I mean, are they not like paying attention? I don't get it. Are they not that smart? I mean, I don't know. I know you love me so much. His eyes look green in the camera. Oh, it's the reflectiveness. That's so weird how animals' eyes do that, but ours don't. I'm not an expert, but does anyone know why that happens? Does anyone know why? I remember hearing it once on some sort of documentary on TV, but I don't remember why now. Like deer's eyes do that, and like certain animals' eyes are reflective like that. I think it's a survival thing, but does anyone know why? I'm just curious. If you don't, that's okay. That's okay. You're such a good boy. You're such a good boy. Are you saying hi to everybody? You saying hi? Say hi. Come here. Come on. Say hi. Oh, oh. You giving your paw? He's giving his paw. He says hi to everybody. He's like, I'm a little shy. He's a little camera shy. He's always been camera shy. Hey, look, I can move my eyebrows a bit more now. Can you see that? I've been working on that because, I mean, I like to move my eyebrows. I feel like when I can't move them, it makes me look a little bit more angry. Oh, speaking of anger, I look back and I kind of laugh on it now because sometimes you have to laugh at yourself. And I did not mean for this to come out the way that it did. I was, it was, it was over the summer actually. And, I was in a lot of pain and I hadn't started at, the place I'm at now at physical therapy. And, I was not on the diazepam or the cyclobenzaprine either to help manage some of the pain that I've been experiencing. And we were at the grocery store and we were leaving, and my mother was driving and she looked, and for some reason I felt the need to look too. And it looked like we were all clear, and she starts backing up, and I looked again and the person directly behind us starts backing up. Now I could see with the side mirror, because it was just at the right angle, I could see that person and their car. They were not looking, they were just backing up. And I went, Mom, stop the car. And I said it real fast because I did not want to get into another car accident and have my baby boy Blue get his butt hit again for a fourth time. Was not happening. And I guess I just had a lot of frustration in me that I didn't allow myself to express in the right way or whatever. And I did not mean for it to come out this way, but it did. And this person had a Massachusetts license plate. And I scared this person, and it was a grown man. And I didn't swear or anything like that. All I did, oh my God, I got out of the car and I said, you were not. And when I was saying this, now imagine me saying this, but it's coming out like roar. Okay. But I meant for it to come out like, I'm stating these facts and I'm not happy with what you did. But it came out like roar instead. It just came out of nowhere. I don't know where it came from. And I was like, you almost hit the back of our car. You were not looking where you were going. And I am tired of people, whatever I said. And I said, so you need to move your car now. That's all I said. But the way that I said it, okay, now I'm only 5'4". Okay, this was a grown man. And he, like, right back into the spot. And when I turned around, I was facing the front of the store. And when I first got out of the car, there was like one person coming out of the store. By the time I had finished what I was saying, which didn't take that long, I turned around. There was like 20 people. Half of them were laughing. The other half were like, oh my God. That was the look on their face. And I got back in the car and I said, all right, Mom, let's go. I gotta go home now. I'm like, oh my God, I did not mean for it to come out that way, but it did. And at the time, I was very angry and frustrated, and I did not want to get into another car accident. I was in a lot of pain, and I guess I had this anger inside of me that I didn't let out, and it came out that day onto this man. And I did not mean for it to come out that way, but it did. But when I look back on it now, and I think of the faces of the people and their reactions, it was kind of funny. I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe I did that. I'm like, oh my God, because I can't believe that he actually went back into his parking spot. I thought he was just going to leave, but he went right back into his parking spot. I mean, and the way that I spoke to him was, I was like, you did this. This is wrong. You didn't look where you were going. You almost hit the car. So move your car out of the way now. I was like, I mommed him, is what I did. I mommed him. I mama bared him with the mom tone. And I scared him because he had his window open and I could see his face in his rear view, his side view mirror, and you could see the fear all over his face. But half the people thought it was hilarious, and the other people were like, what just happened? Like it was like a soap opera or something. I'm like, oh my, but I did not mean for that to come out that way. And the reason I bring this up is because I I I have had this problem when it comes to anger, is that, Henry, will you stop, please? Please, you're frustrating me. Stop it. Just lay down. Lay down somewhere. Lay down. Lay down. Just lay down. I'm sorry you dropped your blanket, but that's your problem, okay? Lay down. Lay down all the way. Thank you. Now stay and behave. So my problem with anger is that we've been taught that expressing anger when you're angry, and I don't mean like hurting people or whatever, but expressing your anger is a bad thing. You can't express your anger. You have to do other things to de-escalate your anger. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not the same thing. And I think that that is my problem, is I have no outlet for my anger or my frustration. I try to, use exercise to do it, music and things like that, but lately it's not been working. And I don't know what to do about that. I feel like there's got to be another way or some way that I can find that's healthy, but that I can express my anger in a healthy way, you know, that's okay, but, still lets me get it out, um, where I can, show a little bit of aggression in a way that people aren't going to be like, well, that's a bad thing that that person did. And journaling and breathing and doing all those things is great and everything, but it's not enough for me. And I don't know if anyone else has ever had this issue, but I have this issue. And I don't know if it's really talked about, but it's just something that I'm just throwing out there. Because I feel like I try to deal with my anger by doing all the things that I have learned over the years, but then I come across a situation and then all of a sudden anger comes out of me and I spew it onto somebody. And then I realize I'm angry. And I don't want to do that. You know, I didn't want to yell at that man the way that I did. You know, I didn't want to do that. So I feel like, I feel like there's got to be a better way, but I don't know what that is. And I think people always telling me, you gotta find a different way other than being angry. I'm like, why can't I be angry? Aren't I allowed to feel anger? Why can't I feel angry? Why can't I feel that emotion and then express it in a way that gets it out? You know, I don't understand. You know, I'm not saying that I want to hurt people or hurt myself. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that there's got to be a physical way of some sort, that I can get it out. And I don't know what that is. But maybe I'll figure it out. I don't know. I just don't want to have all this anger inside of me. You know, and I think some of it is just as I'm going through the journey that I'm going through, and again, this year has been a little tough. I had to see the person that, you know, sexually abused me this year because of a death in the family. And I think that brought out some things for me. And it's just made it a little bit more hard for me to deal with some things. But physically, you know, I can't go and like start at this moment. I can't, you know, do kickboxing or, you know, start hitting on what do you call those things? Punching bags. And I can't do those things quite yet. And I feel like that would be a great way to take it out, you know. So I'm just going to have to find some other way until I get to a place where one day I'm able to maybe do something like that. I don't know. I don't know. But I don't know if that anger is, you know, from way back from all that time ago, or if it's, you know, part of having bipolar or part of having borderline, because you can have borderline rage, you can have bipolar rage, you know, or anger, whatever it is. I don't know. I don't know. Life is so complicated. It is. It's so complicated. But it is what it is. And, you know, you got to roll with the punches and try to navigate through as best you can and hope for the best. And when life throws fastballs at your face, you just got to try to dodge them. You know, that's all you can do. And you keep moving forward, and hopefully you can pick up that bat and start hitting them and knocking them out of the park. That's what I say. Knock them out of the park. Show them what you're made of, right? So, yeah, I'm just kind of processing, thinking through my thoughts. I do this all the time. My mother's like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm just thinking through my thoughts. I do that a lot. people are always like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I'm just thinking through my thoughts. Like, I will think out loud what I'm thinking up here. And sometimes it makes sense and sometimes it does not. But it's just my brain processing. That's what it's doing. Nothing wrong with that. So, but I do feel a lot better than I did when I woke up this morning. And that's a blessing. I will say that. That's a blessing. I think talking to you guys has been very helpful. And, you know, I still have a lot of work that I have to do. I have a lot of doctor's appointments and things coming up and figuring things out. And like I said, I do want to make videos. I may repeat some of the stuff I've said. It happens. I do that. It's all good. It's okay. That's life. It happens. But yeah, I'll get into more detail about stuff. And I'm sorry I haven't finished putting stuff in the description boxes of the last 2 videos that I posted. I have been a little bit busy with the stressful stuff that I have been dealing with, and I haven't had a chance to deal with that. So, yeah, how fun is that? Not fun at all. So, yeah. All right, well, it is almost 11 o'clock, and I have to get some rest. So I am going to sign off for the night, but I do appreciate you guys hanging out with me and chilling with me and listening to what I have to say and chatting with me. Oh man, people have been talking. I am so sorry. Why doesn't this show up? I have to. Never heard of her. I'll check it out. Never heard of Britney Spears? Is that what you're talking about? I don't remember. I have hernia disc L4 and 5. Back and neck. Tough. Hey, hi David King. I hope you're still here. Oh my God. I hope that you're still here. How you been? How you doing, love? I'm doing good. I hope you're still here. Oh my gosh. Hi. Oh my gosh. I wish this would show up when you guys like actually type it. I have to actually touch this for it to show up. That's so weird. I wish it would just stay there. But yeah, thank you guys for being here with me. You know, I haven't done a live stream in a long time. It's been a while. And you know, I wish you all the best in whatever endeavors you are doing. And you know, hopefully I get to make a video soon. They're probably going to be indoor videos because I have asthma and it's hard to go outside and make videos now because it's cold outside. So yeah, they'll probably be indoor videos. I mean, that's how it goes. All right, I love you guys. Thank you for sticking with me and chilling out, and I will see you guys soon, hopefully sooner than later. But I love you guys. Mwah. And hey, say bye to Henry J. Henry J, say bye-bye. Say bye-bye. Say bye. Goodbye. He's so cute, isn't he? All right, I love you guys. Mwah. Take care of yourselves. And I will see you soon. Peace out.